All right, Todd Billin. Man, Big Ten schedule has been released, the 10-game revised schedule, and it sets up great for the team who I thought had the best chance of getting to the national championship game out of all these teams, and that is Ohio State. The Ohio State University, in this particular 10-game scenario here, especially with the news that I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, Ohio State may be able to breeze through this. Matter of fact, I expect it to breeze through this. With all due respect to both Michigan and Penn State. Ohio State, in my opinion, is maybe a 1B to the University of Georgia when I talk about the most talented roster in all of football. And you have Alabama right there. There are certain spots in Alabama. I don't know, maybe a 1B, 1C scenario there. I don't know. There's not too many holes on the University of Georgia's roster, especially if you're talking about like a 2 deep or something like that. Ohio State, I do have to look and see what's going on at the cornerback position. Definitely some talented guys there, but a lot of unproven guys there, man. I think about a cat like Sevyn Banks. People were telling me he was going to break out last season. That did not happen. Shaun Wade could be the best corner in all of football, though. But you need guys beyond that, of course, there. So they're going to be counting on some younger guys there. Maybe a Tyreek Johnson finally shows up, right? Tyreek Johnson's got to be old as hell, man. I feel like I've been talking about Tyreek Johnson for a long time, but he hasn't done anything just because of the amount of talent Ohio State has at the corner position. But listen, football is won in the trenches. And this is one of the things that I like about Ohio State, man. Y'all know me. I absolutely love that Ohio State line. Got a kid that I really love from right here, and Harry Miller there, and it should be his shot this time at guard. So when Harry picked the team, I was thinking before, I'm like, might be tough for him to get on at center, which I think is his best position, but he could play guard easily. That's just because I think Josh Myers is very good. He's going to be very good. If you think about Thayer Munford still being there, and then maybe a guy like Nicholas Petit-Frere finally getting a chance to show himself to be as highly touted as he was. Wyatt Davis. These guys have some boys with some experience, but they have guys with a ton of upside. And I think a schedule like this just lends itself for them to be able to function fully at the end of the season going into the playoffs. So I expect Ohio State to be one of the playoff teams, but nothing has changed on that front. I expected that anyway the past couple of seasons. And maybe even beyond that, Ohio State is really loading up with some talent there. But this really gets interesting or disinteresting, uninteresting, however you want to put that, because of what happened at Penn State. Penn State looked to me like the only team that could possibly dethrone Ohio State here, but then this happened. The best overall player in the Big Ten, Penn State linebacker Micah Parsons, decided to opt out, and that is I don't want to say it's a death knell to Penn State, because Penn State still has a very talented defense, and it's actually loaded at the linebacker spot, but nobody's Micah Parsons, man. You might get somebody who can get close to it, but this kid can do everything. If you go back and look at my Micah Parsons film study from like 4 or 5 months ago or whatever like that, I highlighted all the things he could do. He could be a 3-4 outside linebacker and be a candidate to be a 12-sack guy in the NFL like that. Or he can be an off-ball linebacker, strong or weak side, and be a guy who can get you 150 tackles. So he's that damn talented here, man. So him opting out is, I don't know, it puts kind of a damper on the season for me, man. I couldn't wait to see this guy play 4.4 40-yard dash cat. He's going to get the hype like Isaiah Simmons, right? Everybody's Isaiah Simmons now. You can see that when casual fans see somebody and they get hype, they start comparing everybody to whomever has that hype. And Micah Parsons is going to get that naturally anyway, because he is very much like an Isaiah Simmons with his athleticism and his size, and a little bit more with his versatility, but being from a line of scrimmage player to an off-ball player, whereas Simmons is a second-level player to a third-level player. So that sucked right there. Penn State still going to be a good team, though, man. They have some pieces on the line that I like. Of course, left tackle Rasheed Walker. I think he's very talented, man. And the right tackle, too, Will Fries. But beyond that, man, we got to see what Mike Minute is working with, see if he can be a little more consistent. And then, of course, the backfield. Ooh, man, that backfield is a mother. Could be the best in the entire country. And I like to see what a guy like Jahan Dotson has. But beyond Jahan Dotson, man, we got to see some guys step up there too. And, of course, Pat Freiermuth, definitely the best tight end or 1B to my man in Florida, Kyle Pitts. So, but beyond that, another thing happened. Perhaps a guy who could contend to be the best wide receiver in all of college football. Minnesota's Rashad Bateman also opted out. And, yeah. That pretty much sucks, though. When the stars start opting out, when the stars start opting out, it definitely puts a damper on it. But Minnesota is a team that really wins at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. So I don't know, man. But if you think about it from Ohio State's perspective, unless something happens to it with a big name opt out or two, man, they should breeze through that Big Ten schedule. It really should, man. So they was probably going to do that anyway, but this definitely helps that out. But I'm pretty sure they don't care. They want everybody at their best so they can show that they're the best. But we will see, though, man. I have to talk about it beyond that and into the college football playoff with what I think. But I need to see what these rosters are looking like totally. So I said before, man, you never formulate an opinion before you know what everyone's roster looks like. But hey, there you go, man. The Big Ten schedule out. That's pretty cool, man. At least you know what's going to be going on from that particular standpoint. Ohio State in the driver's seat. But, man, it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. And I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.